What? What month? It's been a month since we played last time?
Almost. 3 weeks. Okay. Here we go. Last time, after arriving in the gnomish city of home, our heroes, joined by an old ally, Tonvar Roderick, were swept up in the aftermath of two rampaging mechanical titans. Upon further inspection, Tonvar learned that the automatons had been tampered with, and while the group elected to go with Devlin to the Church of Kelleray to figure out how to gain audience with the Clock King, as well as do a little shopping, he went to the local library in the city's 6th Bay to research the strange runes that he had found in the machine's control boxes. The rest of the group boarded a strange-looking horse and carriage and zoomed off across the expansive city. In the 8th Bay, they found a large variety of magical shops and places specializing in magical augmentation, but after angering one of the shopkeepers and not finding much else, they decided to continue on to see Violet's goddess. During his research, Tonvar learned the runes he found weren't just rerouting the automaton's controls to somewhere far away, but they were also being controlled by something with a higher understanding of the infernal language than even he. With this new information, he popped into a gnomish transport tube and headed off to the temple as well. With everyone gathered together again, they finally met with the eccentric goddess of the turning gears, Kelleray, who offered to grant with them an audience with the Clock King, placed her mark on Tybalt's orb of the Conclave, and gave a little insight into the happenings of the city. With the path before them open, they then made their way to the massive palace known as the Copper Citadel. The Clock King himself, known for his unruly temper, treated them with disdain, and after a little convincing from Brad and Tybalt, agreed to hear their airship proposal, on the grounds that they investigate the issues with the communications to the satellite cities outside in the desert. Our heroes agreed and set off to prepare for their long journey out into the Silver Sands. Now, on their way back to the 4th Bay to stock up, Brad has decided to make a quick stop into the Draconic Protection League's local office to check in. Okay. Well, literally everyone is texting me right now and is distracting the piss out of me.
No better time.
Right? My sister...
Time for purge.
Sister was all of a sudden just like, hi, how you doing? Yeah, okay. And girlfriend too on top of that. Music. Okay, so, as you all have finally achieved your somewhat plan to get your airship approved. The Clock King did mention that he wants you to try and figure out what's going on with the majority of the satellites if you can. And you all were given a little bit of information as to what they think is going on based on the little information that's been coming back to them. On your way back to the 2nd Bay to stock up, I believe you all wanted to get some provisions before you headed out. If there's anything in particular you want to look for as far as, like, items and things like that, let me know. We'll see what you can find. If you're looking for, like, cough bows and things, this is the place to look. This is the salvage area.
I'm sorry. Repeat. Where we're at again? I'm sorry. I did not catch the first part that we were...
You are headed to the 2nd Bay to stock up before you head out into the desert to look into what's going on with the satellites.
Okay.
Again, this is the salvage area, so if there is anything that in particular that you're looking for, that you want to try and look for, this is probably the place to find it, as well as any general provisions. However, before that, as you were all traveling your way that direction... Brad. God damn it, Brad. I have to wait.
So how's your day?
Oh boy! I didn't realize you was like...
My generic shopping list from before.
Okay.
Does I have a question about a bag of arrows. Like, is there an infinite amount of arrows I can pull out? Does that exist here or not?
You can try and find an infinite quiver.
Is that what it's called?
I think it's an endless quiver or something like that. They do make those.
Yeah, that's probably what I'm gonna look for.
If he can have a bag of infinite arrows, can I have a bag of infinite honey?
I mean, you own the company, so
Yeah, I feel like a bag like that would actually put my dad out of business.
yeah.
That may not be the best idea.
Might be slightly blasphemous to forge your goddess as well. Putting your own family out of business. Okay, Brad's back, finally. Alright, so as you were all making your way towards the second bay, you do cut back through the central atrium again, as you see the Temple of Calvary off in the distance, and all these small little domed houses that seem to kind of curve down into the middle. And as you're rounding up the northern road to get to the main highway to take you to the second bay, you do pass right by the building that houses the Draconic Protection League within the City of Home.
So we're like going over there, right?
I believe so. Yeah, you have all motioned for, Brad has anyway, has motioned for the driver to pull over and stop at the building. That large statue of Gilda Lockhart out in front of the building itself. And again, this place is actually made out of stone, which is unusual considering all the metallic buildings and things that are within this gnome home.
Gnome home.
You know what's even better?
What's that?
That they move around the desert. They're nomads.
You didn't see that coming?
No, I'm just trying to think how long he thought about that one.
Oh, that's been in the game since Zim made his character.
Oh.
I know you're gonna hate me, but can you refresh me on the one big detail? Was it something about things in the desert that they was doing?
What do you mean?
Like the Protection League. Like there was one key specific reason. There was hold on, let me get a notebook. I think they have information on one of the satellites.
Yes, they do have information on one of the satellites. And I don't remember if you were given anything else. I don't remember what else Delvin told you, actually.
Yeah, me neither.
That's always a good start.
Okay, well let's go in the building, I suppose. Are there like guards or anything?
1 second. Sorry, trying to
Last date to beat.
see if my music's working.
That's
Okay. So out front, there are actually no guards posted here. You do see that large symbol of the Draconic Protection League. It's emblazoned on a banner over the doorway. The building itself is not that large. It's just a little bit smaller than Giles's home. That y'all remember before back in Zento. But it is very nice. On the inside, again, there's these large marble columns and beautiful stone walls that rise probably about 20, 30 feet up into the air. Very rich wooden furniture on the inside, and torches lining all across the walls. But not candle torches, they appear to be gaslight. As you walk into the main foyer, there is what looks to be an open air atrium, skylight thing, but obviously there's no sky, so it seems a little pointless. But there does seem to be some kind of large ball of energy kind of hanging in the air that provides a light source of some kind. And in the foyer, there is a skeleton.
Did you say a skeleton?
Yes.
What kind of skeleton?
Is it fresh?
No. It looks like it's been preserved, but it is a very, from what you can tell, based on, you really don't have to do any checks for this, it looks like some kind of draconic creature. You can definitely make out the wing bones and the very pronounced tail and the horns on the skull itself.
Can we tell if it was like an adult, an ancient, a young, or anything like that?
That what I would say roll nature for. Not really sure. It's kind of hard to tell based on the bones that they have. It looks a little larger than a baby dragon, obviously, probably a young adult. But it is...
Does it look bigger than the thing we fought?
No, it looks smaller than the one that you fought, actually.
Oh, here it is. Anything to give away its color?
No. Not that you would know. Normally, more experienced dragon trainers would be able to tell just from the shape of the horns and the position what color dragon it would be, but that's not really your area of expertise, so...
Okay. I found my notes for this.
Blind guy shifting through his notes.
Hey man, this was in a weird spot because the date I didn't put a date on this because this I think this is the Sunday
Yeah.
that we went. Yeah. So the original date had a big blank page. And I'm just looking, I'm like, where is it? Okay. So did we walk in?
Yes, you are inside now.
Okay. Is there like a desk?
There is not, but there is a small counter that with a bell on it that says "Ring for Service."
Hello.
Brad, there's a bell. Ring the
There's
bell.
a bell.
Okay.
Do you want to ding the bell?
I slide the bell under Brad's hand.
Ding ding.
Suddenly you hear off... Actually, hang on, I gotta roll something real quick.
There's a lot of coughing going on in here.
Yeah, man, I think I'm getting sick.
Oh, coronavirus in Discord.
Yeah,
Did you
I know.
threaten me?
Hell yeah, what are you gonna do about it?
You hear off in the distance, coming, coming, and eventually, you do see a smaller gnome woman who walks out into the foyer where you all are. She has a robe on that has these very brilliant greens and blues all over it, and she seems to be wearing some kind of breastplate almost underneath the robe itself. And a small short sword at her side.
Is it like a heavy breastplate or like medium size?
I mean, for her, it would probably be heavy. For anyone else, not so much.
Hello. Welcome to all of you to the Draconic Protection League. How are you doing? We don't get many visitors, especially not many of your type.
Is she's kind of like looking over each one of you.
Type.
Well, more people like me, and oh my, you are an interesting specimen. Very wonderful to see you. What brings you here to our humble organization?
Well, we're kind of wondering about some issues going on with the satellites. There's been some problems. And we was told that you guys were talking to Sector 1.
Sector. Oh, right. Yes, exactly. Let's see. We had a runner. They came in a couple of days ago. They said that they had found something out in the desert. I think it was the northwestern quadrant of the Silver Sands, close to where the mountains. They weren't specific, but they did say it was a rather scaly problems, and obviously the reason why they come to us is, well, you can assume.
So there's a dragon out there.
More than likely, yes.
What did they say about it?
I believe they had stumbled across an old dwarven fortress underground. They were digging deep for resources, and they found something very interesting. Let me get the paperwork for it real quick. Just give me one moment. I'll be right back.
And she kind of leaves off real quick.
Thank you.
Sorry. People still texting me. Why are they texting me now?
Because they love you.
I know. Just
It's better than showing up at your door and knocking on your door.
They want you to love them back, damn it. Pay attention to me.
Alright. Eventually, she comes back, and she does have a large folder, which looks to be a sizable bit of information on this problem that they've been having.
All right, here we go. Let's see here. Here, yes. Okay, so, yeah, they found a large fortress while they were digging underground. Well, I say large. It's large by our standards. For dwarves, it's actually kind of small. Apparently, they found a large cache of lots of treasure down there. And it looks like they might even have some blueprints for dwarvish technology. Which, you can assume, that would be extremely valuable to all of us.
Any details on the monster?
Yes, she's flipping through. The biggest issue is that there is one large... let's see, that checkbox. Yes, angry dragon.
Do you know what color?
Large by your standards?
Large by anyone's standards. Let's see. Color. Based on the lair and breath type. Yep, red.
Those things are mean.
Mm-hmm.
You said you had a runner. Did it talk to the runner, or did the runner talk to it?
From what I understand, the administrator over that particular satellite has actually talked to the dragon itself, but the dragon's not going to budge, and apparently they can't even continue their drilling operations unless something's done about it. Issue we have currently is all of our best fighters are out taking care of a nest of wyverns that's in the eastern part of the desert. So they're not really in the location at the moment. Plus, I don't know if they're equipped for this.
So the satellite, do you have its exact location?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, right here. She hands you a piece of paper that has the coordinates of where it is.
Thank you very much. Tibble, what does this say?
I read it to him.
It does give you a list of coordinates that's in the northwestern part of the Silver Sands. Close to the border mountains to the ocean.
So who took down the dragon that's hanging over here?
Oh, that one. Actually, it's actually a bit of a kind of a celebrity story, I guess. Gilda herself took that one down. I mean, it wasn't that big, but still, it's quite a trophy.
Where's this one from?
This one was actually from the mountains to the north. It was a young white one.
Is
What? Good.
Oh no! White ones are probably some of the worst ones that you can come up against. They're wild, feral, very, very mean. Red ones at least kinda can be reasoned with. White ones, no.
Can I ask a question which probably would be obvious to anybody but me in the room?
Mm-hmm.
This is the Dragonic Protection League, right?
Correct.
Oh, wouldn't hurting dragons be a bad thing?
You would think that. Our services include mostly protecting the population, of course, but however, there are instances where the Draconic Society doesn't really mesh well with actual society, and in those cases, we have to deal with them. For the instances where the dragons can actually be reasoned with, we do have trainers that can go out and talk to them, try and make deals, try and, move them around where they need to be. However, the dragons do pose an imminent threat to the immediate population. That's when we have to call in our slayers.
Did this red dragon give you a name? Or does anybody know its name?
I don't think it actually got to that point. And I think that's why they put in a request for slaying.
I mean, they're kind of intruding on his lair. Or hers.
True. But there is a wealth of resources down there that we could desperately use.
Has the dragon made any demands?
No, actually.
Other than
Just, it seems to be guarding. I mean, there's a horde down there, obviously. It makes sense that they would be guarding it, but seems very protective of the area.
Whatever happened to this Lockhart woman? She still around, or is she not here?
We don't know, actually. She hasn't been seen for, gosh, 20, 30 years now?
So she's missing.
Right. We assume dead at this point, but she could be anywhere.
What was the last mission she was on?
Last one that we had documented, there was, she was supposed to be making a deal with some of the copper dragons in the, Broken Isles. Apparently there was a small covey of young green dragons that she had also went to go check up on. After that, we didn't really hear anything else from her.
What do you know about the earth elementals out there in the desert?
We don't really deal with elementals. We definitely deal with the more scaly types. She kind of does air quotes.
Well, I understand that, but do you know where they typically are? Are they out where we're going?
They're anywhere. They can show up at any time, as well as some of the wyverns. Earth elementals, wyverns, basilisks. Let's see what else. Bats aren't really a problem right now.
Would there usually be wyverns around where a dragon was? Would the dragon take care of them?
Depends. Depends on if the wyverns are actually kind of paying fealty to the dragon itself. Wyverns are known as lesser draconic creatures, so they don't typically try and encroach on an actual dragon's territory. But again, it all depends on any alliances that they've actually made with the dragon itself.
Were there exact locations of the lair on the paperwork she gave us?
The exact locations of the lair itself were not given to you. Just the location of where the satellite is currently.
And at this point, we've completely given up hope of negotiating?
I wouldn't say completely, just, the administrator there wasn't the, best at that. Doesn't really have any experience talking to scaled ones.
What is his name?
Let's
her
see
name.
here. His name is, Dursley Fixcrank.
Dursley?
Yes.
Dursley Blitzcrank?
Dursley Fixcrank.
Fixcrank.
Are they expecting a member of the Draconic Protection League to be out there anytime soon?
They put in a request. As I said, at this point in time, we don't really have any Slayers that I can send out that way. However, I could give you a badge and induct you just to run this if you would want to help us.
We're on the same page here.
I mean, if you're willing to help, sure.
Do you have any negotiators on standby that are good at negotiating?
Not currently. We usually don't keep negotiators on staff here because of the wyverns. They usually can't be reasoned with, so we just have to kill them. They breed like rats. And they normally do pose a very serious threat to the satellites and to the caravans traveling between them, so we have to take care of them.
I guess we're gonna need that badge then.
Oh, wonderful. So you would like to take on this job then? Can I get your names?
I'm just gonna show her my paperwork.
Let's see. Brad Adams. Wait, what? You.
Yeah, what about me?
You're. Who's your parents?
Who do you think they are? I'll tell you if you're right.
God damn it, Brad, don't do this to me.
You're falling into the trap.
I know your mom's name.
Ah, somebody went to test somebody's knowledge and the screws got twisted around.
Let's see. I know your mom's name. Damn it, you didn't write anything in your bio.
Now you have to do better than that.
And you failed.
Roll history.
You know what? Okay. That's an 18. Your mother's name was Marla. I remember that. I forgot your dad's name, though.
You are incorrect. No, never mind. Never mind.
Haha, nobody remembers.
No, I'm reading it right now. Mother's name was Anita.
Your actual mom's name?
Did we ever, like, actually give names? Are you looking for my adopted parents or my real parents?
Looking for your adopted parents.
Okay. Let me see here. I got this right here.
'Cause we may have gotten our stories crossed, and I might have to rewrite some stuff.
Well, you know.
Tibble, why are these guys locked in such a battle?
You know, Daddy is Daddy, and
Weird dread stuff. I don't know.
yeah, the real mom is Anita,
Okay.
and then you gave the name of step parent.
Right. And your because it's the Adams name that she's commenting on.
Correct.
Um,
Correct. So she's wanting the step parents.
Right.
Okay.
And your mother's name was Marla. I do remember that. Your father's name, I forgot.
I did too.
Because that was all the way back in like session 2.
Did his
I
father smell
agree.
elderberries?
I know you gave him a name, and I know he died.
Yeah.
That's all I remember. That's awful.
Hang on. I know I've got it somewhere. Let me look real quick at my notes.
We've had 3 weeks to prepare for this. and
Look,
neither
man.
one of us are ready. I said we. Okay, we are not ready for this.
We're not going back down that dark path, okay?
Why is Allie's notes in here? Bad. Note 1 from when we got to the blue place. Path is luminous.
Good.
That was all the info we got, remember? Path is luminous.
It's notes on Sewell. It's notes on Doveport.
Look, let's just say that she guessed right.
Okay.
And I'll just nod.
Okay. I'll have to actually go back and... Marcus! It's Marcus!
They look like they're struggling.
I just remembered. It's Marcus
Good
and
enough
Marla.
for me.
Marcus and Marla,
Good
that
enough.
was it.
Oh, yes. I actually have heard of your parents before. They were quite famous trainers, actually, within the league. Marcus and Marla Adams. You don't look human, though, obviously.
What gave that away?
Probably the scales.
I was gonna say his eyes, but you know, skills work too.
And the tail, and the claws, and the ears, fins.
Maybe the height.
That too. Quite a rare color, actually. You don't see many golds of your type.
I've been told that before.
It's a side of high honor. I, assuming you've already been inducted into the league, then, considering your lineage.
You would be correct.
The rest of you, however,
Flash to pay.
yes, of course. The rest of you, however, I am going to need paperwork to get you registered.
Do I have paperwork?
You do have papers that have been given to you as a citizen of Zento now.
Okay, I hand them over.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Same question with me. Do I have paperwork?
You have paperwork from Fujikami, but you do also have a writ that allows you to work as a mercenary within Brigada.
Oh, I'll use that.
Same with you, Neuron.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Double Fiend Blade. And Aoi Shibata, licensed mercenary. All right. Neuron Whisperwind, licensed mercenary as well. Young lady, do you have anything? Young ladies, I should say.
That's a good question. I must have something that's got an identifier.
Calore's blessing.
I mean, she's also, like, a member of the council, and sure Violet would have
Yeah.
paperwork on her.
I'm trying to say something that's relevant to this person.
Oh, are we just gonna go on the assumption that like I have like stuff that I would assign paperwork with,
Of course. I
like
mean,
some sort of paperwork? Okay,
Most of your
I'll
jobs
present her
would be-
something with my name on.
okay. Yeah.
That's like because I haven't written any of it down in my inventory.
She quickly pulls out a blank sheet of paper, writes her authority, and pulls out her stamp from Brigada. Stamps it. Here you go.
Respect my authority.
Okay. Oh, the Forgotten Council member. Really?
Yeah, I'm a long way from home.
I would say so. Why did they send you all this way?
More so I just kind of run with the group. These guys are my friends.
Okay, well, all right. And young lady,
As she kind of motions to Ren, and Ren will hand her her paperwork for her Zentonian citizenship as well.
okay. Alrighty. Let me just hand you these then.
She pulls out a small box from her pouch at her side and opens it up and hands each one of you a DPL badge.
Write that down.
If you visit any of our offices in the other cities, you'll be able to take on missions from them, if they need the help. And if you complete this task we have here, you can keep those.
Can we get a copy of that file as well?
Sure. Let me just give me a minute and I'll go make one for you real quick.
She kind of shuffles off to the back real quick.
So I guess we're going to Satellite 1 after this, guys?
Well, we can attempt to gather more information on the other ones. But we know where one of them is, at least.
I still don't want to give up the thought of, negotiating with this dragon.
Yeah, I'm about negotiating with it. I don't really want to fight a red dragon.
I don't think it's really fair. Like, this is this dude's home.
I like Mushus.
Well, see if we can reason with it, or at least talk to it.
Some
How
of
do you feel
them-
your dragon negotiating skills are, Brad?
I think we'll be okay.
Hooray for Brad.
Eventually she comes back, and she has another file. Takes her about 10-15 minutes to get it all done, but she does have another file that's about the same size as the first one. All right, here you go. And she kind of slams it down on the table.
Oh.
All right. Is
Somebody
there?
put that in their bag.
To say, who wants to hold on to that?
Oh,
I hold on to a lot of paperwork, so. Tybalt's gonna hold on to it.
yeah, I got it.
Yep. So Tybalt, you have the file on Satellite 1's request.
I'm sorry, ma'am. I'm terrible with names. What did you say yours was again?
Oh, sorry, completely forgot to introduce myself. My name is Farah Stormbell.
It's nice to meet you.
Very lovely to meet you all as well, especially you, Mr. Adams. How is your family doing, by the way?
They're okay.
Okay.
Long story for another time. I do have one departing question.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever heard or come across of a blue dragonborn woman with a gnarly foot named Balda?
Just gonna have to roll for this, actually.
Unfortunately, no. Name doesn't really cross my mind. We have employed several Dragonborn in the past. Perhaps maybe if you went to one of the larger offices, they might be able to tell you.
Well, while we're gone, could you maybe look into it? The information you have?
I can ask around, see if I can't pull something up for you. Maybe I can give it to you as part of your payment.
That'd be marvelous.
Wonderful. Is there anything else that I can do for any of you?
I have no more questions.
For traveling in the desert area here, what's the best mode of travel to get to where we need to go?
I mean, that would be the caravans. As long as you have the coordinates, they can take you where you're supposed to go. Of course, as far as any dangers or anything you're going to see out in the desert, I can't really control that.
We're probably going to want to pick up some anti-venom. I believe basilisks are pretty poisonous.
Extremely. Have any of you fought a basilisk before?
Never, just heard some rumors.
What's a basilisk?
Very nasty lizards that like to live in tunnels out in the sands. They do come up at the surface to hunt occasionally, especially closer toward the evening hours. As you said, very poisonous creatures, and the most dangerous thing about them, however, never look one directly in the eyes.
What happens if you look him in the eye?
She points to a statue behind her of a gnome.
Oh,
It turns me into a gnome.
His name was Frank. It turns you into a statue.
Was there a way to solve that?
There's a couple of remedies that you can do. Mostly you have to uncurse it, I believe. Which you might be able to find a priest in town that could do that for you if you manage to make it back in time. But it's probably going to be pretty expensive if it happens.
But once you get turned to stone, like, is that it?
I believe... Yeah, I think it is, actually. We haven't really had any instances of... Well, not since Frank, anyway. Anyone else getting transformed? Usually by the time that happens, we don't even bother, because it's such an expensive spell to cast to begin with.
What was Frank's job?
He was a slayer. Unfortunately, he was a little too drunk before having to go out for a job the next day, and, well, he has a permanent place in the collection now, at least.
Well, poor Frank. We'll try not to stare at any past us.
Be a good suggestion not to. She kind of smiles towards all of you.
Any tips and tricks on how to hit something that you can't look at, or is it just direct eye contact?
Close your eyes.
You can do that.
You know, not all of us can swing at colors, Brad.
Not colors, it's...
I know you can smell them.
Is there anything else? Any other tips or tricks you have for us regarding anything that lives in the desert?
Watch out for the wyverns. They can be just as deadly, just as poisonous too, probably even more so. Definitely don't want to get carried away by them. There have also been, we haven't seen any yet, but there have been word of giant birds flying around the area. They
Like
seem...
when you say giant birds, like how big are giant birds?
Really, really, really big birds. They seem to be flying in from the northeast.
Are they yellow?
No, we don't know what color they are. We've only seen shadows of them flying overhead. Sometimes they blot out the sun, they're so big. We haven't really been able to get much detail on them. They're not native to the area, but they are here. We think that they've been flying in from the northeast, around Thulmar and Olna Saren. I don't know why, but they might be migrating down this way for some reason.
Are you sure they're birds?
Based on what we've seen, they're birds. But again, we really haven't been able to see much. Just giant silhouettes in the sky.
You said you could see their shadows. But, what were the shapes?
They were shaped like giant birds, large wings, large bodies, and beaks.
Okay, we'll look into this red dragon. Hopefully not die.
That would definitely be unfortunate.
That would be, yes, try not to have that happen. You might be able to negotiate with it. I don't exactly know how pissed off the thing is. But based on the reports, very. Maybe it's calmed down since then.
How many times have you tried to kill it?
Nobody's tried to kill it. Obviously, if you can talk to it, that would be preferable.
So I have most of us, none of us have any experience negotiating with a dragon. How does a dragon negotiation usually go? Like, what can we offer a dragon?
It depends on the type of dragon. Usually the red ones like very shiny things. They're very covetous. If you offer them something beautiful to add to their hoard, then they'll usually listen to you without setting you on fire first. Though the red ones can be a bit more aggressive than a metallic gold or brass or something like that. If you made an offering of some kind, maybe it'd be a little bit more receptive. However, this is a dragon in its lair, and I'm not sure that it's going to be that easy to negotiate with.
Alright, thank you for the help. I'm gonna walk out.
Of course, thank you all. I'll look forward to hearing from results from your trip.
Alright, does anybody else got anything else?
Nice meeting you. I'm gonna leave.
Okay.
I bow and walk away.
Guessing your way is just leaving at this point. So yeah, as you walk outside, Devlin's kind of been sitting in the carriage with you all, and as he sees you all walk back out.
Oh, hey guys, did you find out anything?
Yep.
Good news, bad news?
Yes.
We got some information.
Okay. Well, so where are we headed first?
I don't know where we're going right now, but we'll probably be going to Satellite 1.
Alright, starting with number 1. What was their issue?
Hand him the paper. Tybalt.
I hand them the paper.
Let's see. Oh, resources? Cool. Oh, dwarven technology. That could be... The lost stuff, he would be really happy with that. Oh, fuck me. Dragon?
A red one, I think.
Oh, boy. That's gonna be fun. What are you supposed to do with dragon exactly?
We'll figure that out when we get there. Basically, there's two options: talk to it and make him, just leave, or take care of the problem.
Well, hopefully it's not number 2. Oh, by the way, Tombar went on ahead. He said he was going to go do some more research on that whole infernal thing.
Makes sense.
He wants to try and pin down to see if he can't get those runes a little more exact to where it might have been transmitting to. So, I guess I'm going with you guys then as your point of contact.
Yeah, I think that's the plan. We're gonna need some supplies.
Supplies. Okay, cool. Let's see. Bay 2. We can go get you guys stocked up there. And while you guys are shopping, I'll go ahead and pull the caravan into the bay. And yeah. Heading off to Sector 1. Oh, God, a dragon.
Alright, don't forget it's a red one. So if you have any heat shielding or anything like that, you might want to.
You guys might be able to talk to a couple of the tinkerers if you want to take a quick swing to Bay 3 and head back. Maybe they could hook you up with something that might help with that. And we do have a few heat shields to kind of help against the desert heat itself, but I feel like Red Dragon might be a little more than just desert heat.
That sounds like a good idea.
Okay. As the carriage driver looks back to you all, where would we be heading?
The candy shop.
Candy. Really? He kind of looks over at Devlin. Devlin just shrugs.
No, we can't have candy here.
Okay.
It'll melt. It'll melt. And it'll be sticky. And the cab driver will be mad.
The cab driver will be mad. I love how we have to reason that.
We'll get some candy when we get back.
Bay 2 it is, I think.
Okay.
Alright, off to Bay 2 then. And so he cranks up his mechanical carriage again, and you all start buzzing off through the central atrium.
Buzz off!
Again, as you make your way to the main highway that's heading towards the Bay 2, looking over on your left-hand side, you do see down another one of those large junkyards, parts just strewn about the place. And on the right-hand side, you see the city, the main city. Several different shops and houses and things that are kind of just below your field of view on the actual road.
Devlin, is there a messenger or a way that we can send messages out?
Like how exactly?
Just anything, really.
Like, what are you trying to get to?
Just send a message to a place.
Well, currently, until the actual communications array gets fixed, you can't.
No messengers, no letters, nothing.
Well, we could probably send a runner, but it's going to take a little bit to get there.
Okay.
That's why we had to wait so long for any information coming in from the other satellites.
I get that. I was mainly talking about letters or owls or animals or anything.
No, we can't send animals. No, nothing flying. They usually get snatched out of the air by the wyverns before they can even get back here.
You don't have mechanical animals?
The mechanical ones do too.
Okay.
Those things don't tell the difference. They just kill and eat. They really don't care if it's
They
made out of
eat
flesh or
metal?
steel. Of course! They're not the smartest things.
So what if you put bombs inside of those mechanical birds?
We have.
Oh.
I guess it's not worked.
Oh, it works a couple times, but again, those things are all over the fucking place. And honestly, a small flock of exploding owls is only slightly more dangerous than a flock of wyverns, so, you know.
So if it's in the desert and it's flocks and they explode,
How common are these wyverns?
are they walk a flock of flames?
Why? Why?
And suddenly the entire place explodes.
Everyone's hands goes up.
And they stay there.
And you're staying here. We're not going anywhere now. Anyway.
I mean, yeah, the wyverns they're out there. It's not uncommon to at least witness a couple of them. That's why we usually stay underground. If probable, of course. Based on the coordinates here that I'm looking through now, we might have to surface for a little bit. Too many rocks.
It's starting to make more sense why everything goes underground as much as it does.
Oh yeah, the desert sucks. We do what we can to survive. We have to keep moving so that, the big nasties don't want to come and eat us. But if you know how to survive out here, there's a wealth of resources.
Is there a way to extend our time underground?
I mean, we can stay down as long as we need to, but we do have to come up occasionally to restock, and, like I said, if there's too many rocks in the way, we can't get through. Matter of fact, home itself really only has about, I think, 4 or 5 major causeways through the desert that it can explore.
Huh.
Are you guys stuck out in the desert?
I mean, yeah. You can't really move anywhere else. Not that we know of, anyway. It's kind of hard to explain. We really don't know how this thing works. All we know is we've lived here for hundreds of years, and Kelleray kind of just let us use it. Honestly, I'm not even really sure she knows how it works.
I have to go on a limb and say I don't think she does.
Huh.
Where would she have gotten it from?
Honestly, have no clue. Probably be a question for her.
Well, shall we do what we're doing and get going then?
I think
Yeah, are we
that would
there
be
yet?
wise.
Then let's get to it.
Yeah, we'll say eventually you guys actually make your way into Bay 2. And this place is dirty. There's junk all over the fucking place. There's all these little stalls with these gnomes that are just selling random odds and ends. It looks like things that they have either gone out into the actual junkyard and scavenged themselves, gone out to the desert, stuff that they picked up from traders that have come through. There's a few people that seem to be tinkering on things, making just random devices that don't appear to work at the moment. Who knows what they're actually supposed to do, though. And, of course, there are other vendors as well that seem to be selling, like, trade goods. Rations, things like that, if you would need them, ammunition. They do have a few simple weapons and armor and things like that. If you need any kind of trade tools, explorer's tools.
Would they have like pots and anti-venom and stuff like that?
Let's see. Yes, there is one stall that looks like it's set up specifically for explorers, and he does have a couple of vials of anti-venom on him.
How much for those?
Unfortunately, these are the last two that I've got. And they're gonna run you quite a pretty penny.
I give him a really pretty penny.
That's a very shiny copper there, but I'm gonna need probably about 149 gold and 99 more copper.
That sounds like a lot.
Yeah. Each.
Well, guys, you might want to pick those up. I have two anti-venom pots.
Are you making more? Are you lacking materials to make more? Like,
Nah, I picked these up from a dude that came in from the desert the other day.
huh?
He found him himself on a caravan that had crashed, so. As far as for what I've got, that's what I've got.
Hmm.
I give you 200 for both.
Roll persuasion.
Hey!
Beat him
It's
by
not
2.
horrible.
You know what? I don't really know of many people who are going out to the desert right now, so sure.
Alright, I hand him 200.
Okay. And he gives you
Go
two.
feel ripped off.
He will give you 2 vials of antivenom.
Do you have any magic arrows?
Heck yes, he does. He pulls out a quiver and kind of throws it up on the table in front of you.
Let's see. What are these?
He pulls one out and kind of looks it over.
Acid arrows.
How much?
Whole quiver. Let's see. It's probably going to run you about 200 for the quiver. It's 20 gold an arrow.
Does the quiver make them, or
Nah, it's just a quiver.
How about 150?
Roll persuasion.
Oof.
Yeah, sorry, buddy. These are a little too valuable to have. I can't really go much lower than what I've got.
All right. Sold.
does he have a what was that? What was it called again? Endless quiver?
Wait, a what? Oh,
I forgot the name.
Something like that's a little rare, dude.
You sure you don't have it back there hidden somewhere?
Trust me, I don't. I have heard a story one time though. had a guy from Alarak that came in. Said that apparently there was a famed guard that used to work for the Sultan. He was able to just pluck arrows out of thin air.
That's all he did was pluck arrows out in there, or did he have like something cool?
Well, I mean, nobody really knows how he was able to do it. I have my ideas, though. As he kind of taps his forehead. But he was able to just fling a volley of arrows out of seemingly nowhere. Now, my assumption is, see, he died probably about 10, 15 years ago. I think he might have had one of them quivers.
Like in his grave?
More than likely.
Where is his grave located?
My assumption would probably be the Royal Mausoleum in All Rock.
You gurgled there. Say that again?
The Royal Mausoleum in All Rock would more than likely be the place.
Does anyone else need any supplies before we go?
Well, yeah, I need supplies. Do you have any nice bows?
Let's see here. I've got a basic longbow. This one's a little bit higher quality though than a normal one.
Yeah. What's the price on it?
$120.
How about 70 in the kiss?
Roll charisma first. Now roll persuasion with advantage.
Okay.
Hey. I do the stuff.
Yeah, we'll say you just kind of lean down and kiss him on his large gnome nose, and he just kind of as he starts blushing. Okay, yeah, here you go. As he pulls out the bow and kind of lays it down on the table in front of you. It's quite different from the bow that you're used to using, Owie. It is definitely a more Western style bow, but it feels much lighter yet stronger in your hand, more durable than the one that you have.
Nice. I guess you'll put in the damage, all that.
Just add +1 to your bow that you have.
So where it says attack, put 11.
I'll fix it.
Okay, there you go. There you go. Also, I need to refill all my arrows. I need, I guess, let's see, 36 arrows.
Okay, yeah. He has probably about 30 arrows for you and Neuron both. We'll say 2 silver for all those a piece.
Which one's silver? The triangle. So I have to break up. Oh, gold.
A 1
I gotta
silver
break
in color.
And Neuron, your shopping list. Yeah, you'll be able to find all that. We'll say it's probably going to be 3 gold, 4 gold, 4 gold. Yeah, 4 gold for all of that. Brad, yours is going to come out to about 5 silver.
5 silver?
Yep.
Okay.
Is there anything else in particular anybody's looking for?
Basics, just food, water, potions, if anybody's got them.
Okay. You would be able to find the same thing. Potion-wise...
Yeah, I need potions. At least.
Wow. He actually has potions. Normally these people don't carry potions here. But he rolled nat 20. However, he only has 2 basic healing potions.
Alright,
Well,
how much each?
And they are going to be at a premium because they are hard to find.
You all fight over.
You can have him, Teddy Bear.
They're gonna go to whoever needs them.
Yeah, that's. Yeah.
So how much are they?
200 gold apiece.
If you give him a kiss, you'll lower the price.
What happens if you do something other than a kiss?
Let's keep it PG-13 here, guys.
What is that?
And I guess we will go without potions. I ain't paying that. Where are you starting? I'm not even gonna haggle him down to where I want it, so.
Yeah, unfortunately, just they're kind of rare in this part of the city, so.
All good.
You could go to another section, but that might take more time, so.
We got a dragon to talk to.
Is there any, like, raw meat?
Here, maybe. No. Not anything fresh. There's like some jerky and stuff that this guy has and a couple other people are selling, but not as far as like fresh meat provisions.
Is there a cow I can maybe buy?
What?
No, there is not
Tell
a cow.
me there's a cow.
There's not a cow. Not here.
If you want to buy a cow, you could probably go to 4. And they might actually have your meat there, too. That's where a lot of the general goods are.
Maybe if we bring an offering to the dragon, you know, people
I'm
we
sorry, I
talk
just
to.
can't help but
Yeah,
ask.
he wants like gold and gems.
Where do the cows?
Oh, well, I don't know. I don't know what color. I don't know what dragons like. You know.
Oh.
I tend to stay away from them.
Have you not been to 4? We get the latest in agriculture technology in home. It's quite an amazing place, actually.
Where do you guys? I would assume you grow plants.
It would be there.
Okay.
And we don't have many, but, you know, we do have enough to survive, at least a little bit. Until we can go out and barter our trades with the elves.
Alright, is there anything else you guys are looking for?
Done.
You said it was 5 silver for the rations and stuff. How many rations should I write down?
A week's worth, 7 days.
Okay.
Are we full HP and stuff? Or no?
Yes, you are.
Okay, I couldn't remember if we had.
I mean, you guys haven't really had a chance to rest yet, actually, now that I think about it, so no?
I hate you.
You just said yes, but you can't take that back.
No, I hate you because I just changed it all back and don't remember what it was at.
But...
I'll put it as something close. I just don't remember what it was.
yeah, I completely forgot. You guys actually have not had a chance to get a rest in yet, so...
I hug my goddess, that's all the rest I need.
Actually, you know what? Yeah, you would be back to full then for that.
So we are?
No, just Violet.
I love it.
Alright.
are you guys done?
Yeah,
Yep.
I'm good.
As you all start walking towards the actual loading bay within Bay 2, you do see way down below, Devlin has brought the caravan to the actual loading bay, and he's kind of waving up at you guys. Hey! I mean, he's like way down there, but he's yelling up.
I give that awkward wave back and go, hey.
Get down there.
You remember the way you came in, there was a ladder down.
Oh yeah. Well, we gotta climb that again, don't we?
Probably.
That didn't end well before.
Yeah, that did definitely not end.
It's probably about 40 or 50 feet down.
I'm just gonna jump down.
You jerk. You jerk. Take some more.
As Tibble kind of just Mary Poppins his way down to the ground.
I'm going to scoop up Rin since I know she had trouble before, and being that we're ring twinsies now, I'm gonna join him.
So you only get half the effect if you're holding somebody.
Do I look bothered by 10 feet?
Rin might be.
She's in my arms!
She's gonna take full damage too, though.
Don't kill the baby.
Alright, fine. Ren's gonna fucking figure it out herself then.
Alright.
So we got roll athletics.
Yeah, roll athletics, you roll to climb down the ladder.
Enjoy, losers.
I thought it was acrobatics, but okay.
Either one,
This is-
your choice. I mean, it's...
Don't say either one in my choice because I'm gonna go whoop.
And
Failed.
nearly fail, but, you know.
Woo.
So, Brad, Alwyn are on. You guys make it down. Let me roll for Red.
This is gonna hurt.
Oh my god. Her strength's on -1 and her dex is a 0.
Whose dex is 0? Oh.
Somebody catch Ren quickly.
I'll try to catch her.
Can she fall on top of me since I had a low bro? Be cool.
What do you need me to roll?
No, Brad got her. As she kind of like slips and eeps as she like starts to fall down, Brad catches her by the back of her sash around her waist.
One of these days, you're gonna have to look out for yourself.
Ren whimpers. I don't know how to play Ren. I don't want to play this character. Anyway,
God, Brad, don't scare her.
If the truth scares people, then I guess they're just gonna be scared a lot.
so all of you make it down to the ground, finally, with Violet and Tybalt just floating down slightly. Devlin's kind of leaned up against his caravan, kind of picking his teeth with a toothpick. Alright, we good to go?
Lead the way.
Alrighty, so we probably got a 2 days journey here, it looks like. After about a day, we're probably going to have to surface. There seem to be a little bit more rocks before we get to the actual satellite. Thing's really on the edge of the desert, so...
Oh no, we're going back in that thing again.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a nap.
Oh.
First day or so should be okay, but after that you might want to stay on guard just in case anything attacks us.
Wait, I thought this thing had weapons.
No.
Oh
I
boy.
thought we was gonna be underground.
For a little bit, until we start hitting the rocks, then we can't burrow anymore. We'll have to go over.
Oh.
Okay, I guess give us a heads up when you're at the surface, so we can have a guard rotation. Like, where will we even guard from?
I'm pretty sure we all have to be awake.
Trust me. If we run into any problems, I'll let you know.
Yeah, you seem like a screamer.
You.
I mean, my wife says the same thing. Anyway, hop in.
I jump in and strap in.
I will also get in and put on my restraint, whatever the hell it is.
Okay.
I will go and buckle up.
I would do the same.
Let's do it.
Ren will sit down next to you, Brad, and strap in, and she looks kind of starry-eyed looking up at you. Obviously, you can't see that, but...
Oh, look, Brad, someone's got a fan.
We might need that where we're going. It's hot.
God damn it. Anyway.
Nice.
Yep, so everybody gets strapped in. Let me... What is this?
It's your creation.
Am I allowed to brew something while I'm strapped in this seat?
It's going to be difficult because of how you're going to be moving and jostling around. So I'll say you'll be able to do it, but you'll have disadvantage.
So we will just do this. White. Okay, the first one.
Failure.
Yep.
Pass. Pass. So I've got to rebalance that brew because that thing heals for a lot.
Scene's bouncing up for me.
You're
Yeah,
gonna need to rebalance. Shit.
I change it to just how much you make and not the like increased healing. It's 5d4
Why
plus
you want
half
us?
levels.
Why you want us to die, DM?
I don't want you to die. Just sometimes things.
Why you got?
He just
Why you gotta
doesn't want us
fix
to
that?
live.
And you guys have
Why
an
you gotta
actual
fix-
healer too now, so
So why you gotta fix
Do
something
we?
that's
Do
broken?
we?
you're supposed to have one anyway.
I'll believe it when I see it.
Then you'll never believe it.
That's my point.
We'll say you make 2 of your party brews, Brad. Again, it is jostling around a little bit, and you end up spilling alcohol all over the floor. You have now stained Devlin's shag carpet inside of his caravan.
Probably just blends right in.
Yeah, it actually does already smell like alcohol in there anyway, so it's not that big a deal. But yeah, you do manage to get 2 bottles of it. And we'll say during this time period, as you're all kind of, just resting as best you can as you're traveling through the sands. We'll say that you'll get a long rest in during this period. Is there anything you guys would like to do?
Rest.
Make origami papers, little teddy bears.
Wait, is folding little paper bears.
Why does this sound like a level of like Super Mario World?
I want to read the file like completely. See if I get any additional information she left out.
Okay, roll an intelligence check for me. Yeah, unfortunately, not really able to discern much more than what she was given. It looks like she covered most of everything that she had found within the file itself.
That would see if I got car sick.
You kind of throw up a little bit in your mouth, but you manage to keep your composure, but just barely. Especially reading while you were in this thing was probably not a good idea.
Alright, I'm gonna go to sleep now then.
Okay. Anything else anyone would like to do?
Nope.
Alrighty.
Devlin,
Eh?
have you ever, do you know what a basilisk is?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I was just checking.
Nasty ass lizards. Hate those fucking things.
Yeah, I was just making sure you knew, in case we run into any. I
Yep.
want you to turn into, a rock.
That's why I have this.
As he kind of like knocks on a helmet that's sitting next to him.
A helmet?
Does it look like
To what?
SpongeBob's helmet?
I don't
Like
understand.
Magneto's. It's like Magneto's helmet.
As you look at the helmet, it does look like a basic helmet. However, it does have a like shield on the front of the face.
Oh, so it's like Star Wars. Doing a little training.
Yeah, it just covers the eyes.
So can you look these things in the eye as long as it's not like direct? Like if I look through something or its reflection, am I safe then?
Nope.
So what the hell's that helmet gonna do?
Well, I can't see anything with this thing.
Yeah, he's just gonna get bit to death.
Oh yeah, yeah. So you don't get turned to stone, but you get poisoned to death.
Well, I put the helmet on so I don't see it, and then I run away.
As he kind of motions, running with his fingers.
Into the wall?
No, back into the caravan. I get the fuck out.
Yeah, but how can you do that if you can't see?
I'm very good at running away. I've been doing this for years, dude. Trust me, I know how to handle basilisks.
Well, if we run into him, you better not run away and leave us wherever we are.
Don't worry. I promised Oliver I'm not gonna kill you. Or leave you for dead. Plus, you guys kind of took my sister in when she was having a hard time, so, you know, thanks.
Laughing at that comment.
Why? What's so funny?
Oh, nothing.
It's an 11 on an insight.
For what?
You rolled an 11 on insight. Roll deception.
Alright, if you say so, man.
So, as you guys are making your way through the sands, takes probably about 10 hours before eventually you feel the thing kind of slowly lurch to a stop. As you're all kind of jostled around. Brad, fortunately, you just finished brewing all your stuff, and you were in the process of cleaning up, but it does slosh around a little bit more. You're good.
Alright, it's getting a little rocky through this pass. I'm going to have to surface. We're going to have to walk our way in. Well, the caravan's going to have to walk its way in.
You're Rocky.
I'll take first watch.
I mean, you guys don't have to keep watch. It's going to be about 8 hours, but I can let you know if if anything happens.
Oh, okay.
Unless you absolutely want to. I mean, I wouldn't mind the company.
I guess let us know if you see anything, but I'm not sitting up there with you.
Okay.
And as you feel the thing, you all kind of lean back as you feel it start moving towards the surface, and eventually, boom, as it slams back down onto the ground. And you feel the little legs on the outside go as it starts skittering across the sand. And looking out the windows, you all see the sand start getting more rocky as it moves further north. It's getting a little colder too.
Bootini.
God damn it, Brad. It's definitely getting colder outside as well, as he moves further north with this thing. After about 3 or 4 hours, you start seeing the rocky terrain, or the sandy rocky terrain, become more rocky terrain. The ground starts feeling a lot harder underneath the feet of this thing. And way off in the distance, you do start seeing the barrier mountains that encapsulate this continent before you get to the ocean to the north. It is, since you all got a full rest at night, at this point in time, it's probably about mid-afternoon the next day. Anything else you'd like to do at this time?
I don't know what it would be.
Okay.
For me, eh?
Just kind of going with the flow at this point.
Huh, okay. So, as this thing's moving forward, Devlin's just kind of telling you guys stories about, him and Tonvar, the missions that they've run for the Clock King around the desert, the creatures and things, just trying to figure you guys out, considering how close you are to his family and his presumed family.
Yeah, and you wouldn't believe it. After I told her not to touch the thing to her tongue, she went and did it. And she wound up in a coma for 3 days. It was the craziest thing.
What?
Did she learn her lesson?
No, of course not. But my sister's crazy, man. She just does her own thing. I think that's why she became a mercenary to begin with. She got tired of dealing with things at home and just, wanted to make her way on her own. Wanted to experience things how she wanted to. Sometimes I can't blame her. Especially having to deal with that arrogant, pompous asshole of a boom.
Suddenly there is a lurch and the caravan comes to a halt. I need everybody to make strength saves.
Even if we're like strapped in.
You're strapped in, you have advantage.
So roll again. Still on one Tibble.
No.
So Tybalt and Brad and Brad saves. Tybalt and Owie. And Rin. I gotta roll for Rin. Tybalt and Owie and Rin. Let's see.
Wait, that passed?
Yeah, that passed.
Oh my god.
Jesus. You're gonna take 7 points of bashing damage as all of you are thrown into the bulkheads of this thing.
Can I slap the little
Is
door?
it possible to like reach out and keep her from flying since she's sitting beside me?
If you want to forego your advantage, but that means you'll roll that one.
I don't believe so. Sorry.
Wow. No.
Yeah,
What the fuck was that?
Oh, god damn it. Sorry, I think we hit something. There's a...
As he starts moving some of the levers and kind of trying to turn the wheel, you hear a oh,
Damn it. I think we hit something.
You think we hit something?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty positive, actually.
as he kind of looks over. All of you, as you look out the front window, you see some kind of like large lizard-like creature that's kind of plastered to the front of this thing now.
Is that a basilisk?
I'm not looking at its eyes
Nope.
no matter what.
Nope.
It's laying over on its side currently. You can't actually see the head, so.
Brad, what is it? Can you see it?
No.
Devlin, what is that thing?
Yep. Basilisk. Ah, shit.
Maybe you should turn on the windshield.
He turns on the windshield wipers. This green stuff kind of gets flipped off the side, and it's kind of melting the glass a little bit.
Oh, shit. Alright, well, let me check out, see what's going on with this. As he pops the top on the thing and steps outside onto the rocky ground. It is quite cold outside, actually. There seems to be a very chilling wind that's blowing across this portion of the desert right now. So, yeah, the damage doesn't look that bad. I can probably fix it in about 30 minutes, but I'm going to need you guys to kind of keep an eye out.
Is that thing dead?
Kind of kicks it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna go out there and keep an eye out.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll just stare and be alert, I guess.
I'm also going to stand guard.
Alrighty. So I need everyone who is standing guard to roll perception checks, unless you want to give somebody help.
Eh.
Well,
I mean, I'd
you know,
help him if I knew a damn thing about it.
yeah, it's a nice night, my night.
As you all are kind of sitting there looking around, there are these large rock outcroppings that seem to be sticking up out of the desert now, and it does look like you're walking through or traveling through somewhat of a small pass between these rocks. It's a fairly large gap, so the caravan is able to move through quite easily, but you do notice that the ground is much more hard where you are. And there is this basilisk corpse that's just kind of like rolled over on its side. There is a very large dent in the front of the caravan now, but it does have this ridge on the front that looks like it's probably made for these kind of instances, but the way he hit it just wasn't quite right. He does explain to you that it looks like one of the legs was partially damaged by the corpse when he hit it. That's what he's got to fix. He's just got to buff out a couple of places and fix one of the hydraulics, and should be good to go afterwards.
Tibble, you said you were immune to poison, right?
No.
Oh. Okay.
Oh dear.
I was gonna see if you couldn't search the carcass for any usable pieces. My bad.
Oh, I'm not, but he is. And Binks, go look around.
What? The lizard?
Yeah, the lizard. Don't look directly into its eyes. It's not up there.
Okay.
Go look to see, like, did we kill it by crashing into it, or did something else kill it?
Yes.
God, I love those answers.
Did something else kill it, or did we kill it? Does it have any bite marks?
I mean, it could be a claw. It could be the thing we were in. I don't really know.
Alright, come back.
God damn it, man. I'm not a doctor.
Is it possible to take the eyes and use the eyes against things?
You gotta go down there and get them.
Roll survival.
Me or
Yeah. You
Oh.
want to try and harvest it.
I will attempt to help.
it was nice knowing you guys.
Yikes.
I think that's my first nat
Roll
one.
20 knows when it's a bad idea.
Does me attempting to help him help him?
Were you helping him? Because he
I
already...
said I would like to attempt to help him.
Was this before or after the roll? I don't
It
remember.
was before the roll.
It was it was definitely before the roll because he did say it.
Definitely before the roll. Okay, fine. Roll advantage.
Another nat one. Another nat one.
Okay.
I love you, Brad.
Can you share what his fate was about to be?
Not turned to stone, fortunately. He was just going to take a bite attack. Didn't roll that high on severity, but still, those things are nasty, and they do kind of hurt. So, Brad, as you see Owie about to, like, just go full-on face forward into this... wait, no, you don't see that. You sense Owie's about to do something stupid. And you not, having to see to begin with, you're just like, tap her on the shoulder and just kind of like motion for her to hand you the knife. And you take it and kind of hold the eyes open and tell her to look away and kind of guide her hand to cut out around the eye itself. One of them you ended up butchering, but you do get one basilisk eye.
Ooh, we look at that movie Ghost.
What's a movie?
Oh boy.
What's a ghost?
I guess I went too far back. Okay, but is it possible to use that against other people, or I don't know. It's a question.
Good question. And we'll say, knowing the nature of these things, you put it in a burlap bag, and you have one basilisk eye. And about this time, Violet, you had the highest perception earlier. You hear
I have the high ground.
you hear a loud screech overhead.
You guys hear that?
Damn chocobo.
No, nobody else heard that?
Yeah, what the hell was it?
No, I'm busy. Was busy.
Do I have any guesses of what it was?
Roll nature.
Well. I'll take it.
The time that you had been spending with Sergey training, he told you of these monstrous birds that have been seen in the forest. They have a very distinct, high, shrill noise that they make before they start to attack prey.
Oh.
It puts a very scarring fear in the creature before it flies down.
Puts the lotion on the...
So basically, there's this big bird thingy that's about to attack something.
No, it's what the
Do we
woman
see any
was talking
birds?
And as you look up overhead, the sun itself seems to be blotted out by these massive wings.
Who's that Pokemon?
As this gargantuan bird with this probably 40-50 foot wingspan starts to fly down towards you all.
Devlin, hurry up.
Yeah, what? Oh! Fuck!
I'm gonna shoot the bird.
Well, that was fast.
It's what I do. Huh? Is he in range?
He is in range. Go ahead and roll to hit. And I will need everybody to roll initiative.
Now, while it's coming down, can I rage up?
Yes.
Rage up. And are we getting this attack of opportunity here, or?
No. This was just Tybalt initiating a surprise round on it, and because of your thing where you can act first on first round of combat, you can only do it if you rage. So there you
Do I
go.
hit? No.
So
Is this a token thing,
No.
or just a okay?
So yeah, Tybalt, that hits.
Did you fix my bow?
Do I get second shot?
Yes, you get second shot. And give me a second here.
Sorry, no
So
problem.
I feel to be misunderstanding. I do or I do not.
You can rage,
Yes,
but
okay.
let me hang on. 8,000 things happening at once here.
Let me
quick,
make
some-
80,000 in
quick.
one.
Quick, somebody text Carson.
No.
Ow, my foot. Why do you already have a +2 on this bow?
I don't know. You tell me.
That's not right.
It's probably with the accuracy bonus.
The bracers. Didn't he get the bracers?
Oh, right, he did get the bracers. Oh, right, and it's a... Okay, so you get plus... That's right, because you've got bracers, so that's a +1 there, and then you've got archery, so that's a +2 there. So, yeah, it's +3 on overall. Okay, never mind. You're good.
Wow.
Fix it. Okay, so... Yes, Violet. You rage because it's your first turn. Tybalt, the first one hit. 8 points of force damage. Second one crits. Math. 25 total. Okay. Yeah. So, as this gigantic bird is screeching out of the sky down towards all of you, Tybalt, you instinctively pull your fingers up and fire this thing, and as it slams into its wings, these chunks of bird meat start flying off of it. You look like you got a pretty good hit in on it, but it doesn't really seem to be fazed by it that much. And as it continues to come down, let's see who it wants to attack. Okay. So now we are going with regular initiative order at this point, so it would be... Wait, hang on, let me refer in. Okay. And this rolled. Okay. So we're going with Brad first.
I guess I'm going to throw a dart at it.
Okay. Roll to hit with disadvantage because this thing is 80 feet up in the air currently. That one will miss. Going to throw another one?
No. Just one.
Okay. Alright. Owie.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna shoot it.
Okay.
I'm gonna use sharpshooter.
Okay. That will miss. What? Wait, what?
Well, I don't know what.
I don't know what happened. I thought it was me.
He
What have you
says,
done?
he says, acknowledge my crit.
Yeah, I was gonna say your crit several more times.
I don't know how that happened.
All the crit.
Literally critting everywhere.
I need my tap with me.
You're critting all over the place.
Just crit all over the place.
Owie rolled a hit. Or wait, you rolled a hit. Second one hits. So roll damage on that second hit. Damn. Not a bad hit there either. As you fling an arrow up into the sky, you see kind of where Tybalt hit at the shoulder of this thing's wings. You fling one arrow, one whizzes past it, even though this thing's huge. It's coming at you like a rocket. And you concentrate as best you can, and you seem to hone one in right in his breast. 26 points of damage. Man, yeah, good hit right off the bat.
Alan, my turn.
Okay. Next up is Naran. Nope, Violet, excuse me.
Alright, how far away is it?
80
At
feet
this
up,
point?
80 feet up in the air.
Is that javelin range?
Uh,
Can it be javelin? It says 120 disadvantage, I guess.
hang on, let me check the javelins real quick.
30 to 120. You can only huck this javelin 30 feet? It's brutal.
without without disadvantage. So yeah, you can throw it, but it's going to be a disadvantage.
So it's just gonna be regular since I'm gonna reckless.
Yeah.
Can I reckless?
Yeah, you can reckless.
All right. You know what? No, I'm not gonna reckless attack this.
Okay.
Womp womp.
Because I don't really care about hitting it. I just need to make the attack to maintain rage, right?
Yes. Well, you have to hit it.
Yeet. Oh, is it too late to reckless?
You should have reckless, bro.
Yeet.
That hits. Roll damage.
Oh, my crit.
Joke's on you.
Okay. You attacking again?
No, I just need to maintain my... I'm gonna wait till it gets closer. I cannot ready with the second one, right?
No. You have to. If you're going to ready an attack, or ready an action, you have to declare the whole action.
Yep. Just want to double check that.
But yeah, as you fling another arrow, or excuse me, javelin, all of you are throwing as many of your ranged attacks up at this thing as you can before, and it seems to be getting closer and closer. And you all seem to be landing pretty good hits, but it's just keep barreling down towards you. Let's see. Who is next? Neuron.
Hunter's Mark.
Okay. Is that a straight hit, or are you,
Not a straight hit, but I'm Hunter's marking it.
Right, but are you using sharpshooter?
No, I'm not.
That hits. To roll damage. Plus Hunter's Mark.
How come Hunter's Mark did not... I got it selected.
Yeah, it'll roll whenever you roll damage.
Okay. There we go.
Yeah. Okay, good hit.
Yep. And again.
Alright.
And again.
Man, all these 11s.
With my 11s.
Everybody's rolling 11s.
It's a sign that you need to play that game again.
Anyway, yeah, as you fling 2 arrows up, as this thing's screeching faster and faster towards you, Neuron, you focus in and you kind of mark the target. There's this visible like arrow on it now, kind of showing where you need to point. And as your eyes zoom in, you perfectly place 2 arrows right at that point, and you hear the screech gets louder and louder as blood seems to be streaming from behind this thing now.
Now, my question is, in relation to where we're standing on the caravan and where it's coming from, I would like to kind of use my movement to kind of step back and take some type of cover.
Okay, it is coming from the east side down towards you all. Devlin is on the west side. I'll say that you get over on the west side of the caravan to kind of use it as a little bit of cover.
Okay, and once I do that, I guess I'm pretty close to Devlin. I just say, stay down, and that's my turn.
You don't have to tell me twice, buddy. As he's kind of like ducking down, and like you hear him furiously wrenching. And it is this thing's turn, and it is either going... Let's see who it goes for, because it's either Owie or Tibbles.
Over Tibble.
Safe.
And it's going for Owie.
Uses lightning bolt.
You forgot me.
What?
You forgot my turn.
What'd you roll?
Oh.
You started it off, though.
It was a surprise round, I think.
I mean, technically, it surprised you guys.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
Well, I don't know. It was more of a. All right, yeah, I'll let you go ahead and go.
It's a free for all right now.
Alright, I'm just gonna shoot it.
All right, roll it again.
Turn order means nothing.
What's the turn order?
That misses.
Oh wait, there's more.
That hits.
I'm done.
Okay. We'll just add that into your previous attack round on it. Technically, as soon as you heard the screech and it started flying down towards you guys, that's when combat was initiated, so... Technically shouldn't have let you have that round, but as a surprise round, but let you take it. Let's see, it's going for Allie. Okay. Allie, that is a... God damn it. It's a 34 to hit.
Nah, that definitely doesn't hit.
Wait, no. 31, excuse me. It's a 31 to hit.
Then maybe it might graze me.
So you're going to take...
I'm dead, guys.
That much damage right there.
I'm dead.
You're going to take 23 points of piercing damage.
Loses another arm.
And that is a soft 20 to hit.
Again, that's not gonna hit again.
For real, what's your AC?
17.
Okay. Well, you're a fighter, so I had to ask.
Oh, I didn't know they have.
Fighters can
That's
get,
not.
fighters
well,
can get high AC, so that's fine.
Yeah, that's not until level 10. But I'm definitely
Crank was a fighter and had 20 AC at level 1.
Well, he took. Well, you know, you get the option to pick what you want, and I picked archery.
Anyway, yeah, so that's gonna hit. So 46 plus 9. You're gonna take 27 points of slashing damage from that. So that was, what, 46 total?
What was the last one you said? 27?
Yes. And
Jesus.
you are now restrained. As this thing flies down 80 feet, it grabs towards your neck with its beak and just kind of rips towards you, like rips the flesh at your neck, and as it like tears a piece out, you start bleeding all over the place. And then it picks you up in its gargantuan claw, and as you all start feeling this rush of wings, as it's flying up into the air now, it's picking you up with it. You are now currently 40 feet in the air with it.
Do you get attack of opportunities for coming in contact with us? Considering we never said we dispersed.
Yes, you do. I will say, because Violet, you would have been right next to Owie, and Brad would get attacks of opportunity.
Do I get one?
No, you're restrained.
I mean, I can slice up, like, get off me.
No,
Showing.
you're restrained. Damn! Roll damage.
Swing. Not so much swing.
Not bad.
And I do not get the double attack as an opportunity.
No, you
That's
do
only
not.
on my attack round, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Nice. Full damage.
Not so much swing.
That's still pretty
That
good.
little, that little thing said, "Did you?"
Yeah.
Well, we did our best. Time to go home.
Yeah, Violet, you crack it in the other foot, and Brad, you kind of like punch it in the toe. And it lets out this huge screech in pain as it starts flying up into the air with its prey within its claws. It is Rin's turn now, I believe. Did I miss somebody again? Somebody rolled.
You missed Ren, actually.
Rin rolled an 8, so that's below this thing. So.
Ah, okay.
Let's see.
He said Rin's beneath this bird. Bird's too good for her.
She will cast. Okay. We'll do Firebolt. Miss. And then she is going to cast Healing. Wait, did he take Healing Word? He didn't take Healing Word.
He's definitely have to heal her then.
Okay, so I'm going to Quicken Guiding Bolt, I guess.
Didn't he say that there's something he needed to rework?
I think. Wait. Oh, damn it. Wrong one.
I believe there's a bunch of gibberish.
Can I not? I have control of the sheet. What is this shit? Oh, level 1.
Can you not? Oh.
There we go. Okay, 18 radiant damage. All right. As she throws this bolt of holy energy up into the air and it slams into this thing's chest, Owie, you get jostled around as this thing keeps trying to fly higher and higher with you in its claws. And
Team Rocket blasted off again.
now it is Tybalt's turn.
Okay.
I'm gonna hex it.
Okay. It is hexed.
No, I'm just gonna shoot it.
Damn! Alright. Roll damage and 2d6 for your hex.
We gotta shoot it first. That hits, right?
Yes. I saw your crit from earlier because I was still rolled up. That's why I was like, damn. Anyway. Yeah, that hits. So roll 1d6 then for hex. Okay, not bad. That's a 12 this time.
Does that hit?
That barely hits it. Tybalt, as you see this thing pick up Owie and start flying away with her, blood is streaming out of its chest now as she keeps rising higher and higher and higher. You try and hit it in its weak points. As a matter of fact, well, no, you didn't crit. It's not looking great though, but it's taking one of your companions away with it currently. We'll see if something happens here. Huh. Uh-oh.
The words we always love to hear.
Yeah,
It
I'm
looks
not,
like
gonna,
I'm
I'm not gonna say prepare a new character sheet, but
Yeah, I'm dead, guys. Yeah. Hurrah.
It was
Wait,
good. It was good knowing you while it lasted.
Not yet.
I didn't even get to play her.
That. Oh.
Is it taking a bite or is it dropping it? Her.
You all hear something screech out over the rocks.
Ooh, we're about to have King Kong and Godzilla fight each other right now.
Something else wants that food.
What do we see? What do we?
It looks like a red dragon from up
What
here.
the hell? In the
As
thunderstorm?
you feel more wind rushing around you, and over the rocks, you see the massive form of this great red dragon fly out of nowhere directly at this gargantuan bird. And as it goes right for the thing's throat, they lock in combat with each other. Allie, you're still in the talons of this giant bird.
Can I talk to the dragon?
Not right now.
You get in its belly.
I mean, I'm right there.
1 second. Okay. There's something here. So, Allie, I need you to make a dex save.
Oh, I would
Every
choose.
time to not nat one. Okay.
I choose Dex, by the way, for heck.
You passed. And it did not. I'm gonna roll this on screen. Oh my god, really? I gotta type this in.
Oh my god. Who's that too?
Is that damage, or is that like, this is what's gonna happen to you?
So, Allie, you're only gonna take 31 points of fire damage from this. Since you passed.
Well, I'm dead.
But
Is this like motorcycles fighting in the sky? Like, what is happening here?
Are you dead or are you taking death? Are you on death saves?
I'm pretty sure that's like
Well, he's on death saves with like a 50, 60 foot fall.
some,
So, okay,
always pick me, Carson, for dragon fights, and I'm gonna like I have to
It was-
talk to all the DMs.
I rolled it, okay?
Sure.
Sorry. I rolled a
You said-
d4.
You said that last time.
1 to 2 was you. 3 to 4 was Tybalt. It went for you. It rolled a 2. I'm sorry. I can't change the rules. Anyway,
No, I would
I would have a chance of surviving that.
you probably had a better
Oh.
chance than she would because you have fire resistance.
and a ring of feather fall.
You probably would have had a better chance of surviving it. Because right now,
I'm dead.
no, well,
What's the fall that he's taking? Well, go ahead and do it.
let's finish. So,
Yeah.
as this dragon flies up over the rocks and engages in combat with this thing, as the talons of the two of these things are locked with each other, screeching can be heard overhead. It leans its head down and point blank right at this thing unleashes this massive gout of flame. As it reaches down to the ground even, and the sand around you all turns to glass, this thing is roasted beyond recognition. It is completely dead. And Owie, you take the brunt of the attack as well. As the dragon now has it within its claws, the giant bird releases your form from its, as it can no longer hang on to you, and you start plummeting down to the ground. Severely burned and unconscious at this point, I would believe.
How far away are they from us?
They were 40 feet up in the air.
But how
Can
far
I-
away from
So they would be 40 feet up.
Can I attempt to help break that fall either by jumping up and catching him, or
I will say roll, this would be acrobatics.
not athletics?
Not athletics for this.
You're fucked.
Can I help him?
No.
Help her?
Send our most acrobatic one, because this is the same for me, Chief.
So you declared it, so roll acrobatics.
Oh, that's bogus. Eh. Did somebody say they're helping me? I don't know how
They
you'd
can't
help me.
help you with an acrobatics check, not for this, unfortunately.
What if I jump off of their hands and they guide?
If they're launching you, I suppose, but that would mean they would need to make an athletics check.
Well, we need something here.
So, okay, if Naran wants
This
to help
point.
you roll athletics, okay. Well, no, Naran declared he wanted to, so I'll give it to him, not Brad. So,
No! How dare you?
So Naran can roll athletics. Okay. Roll with advantage on the acrobatics.
Yeet. It's better.
It's better. So she's not going to take the full fall damage from it, but it's still going to be 1 point. But since you're taking damage, you automatically fail one death save, Owie.
Yeah, I don't think I'm even surviving this.
It didn't do
This
your
has got to be
entire
the
health
most
pool, did it?
awkward catch.
How much health do you have? Hang on. Let me.
Bruh, you hit me with 32 when I had 18 left.
But that's not double your health, so you're not dead outright. You're still unconscious, but you did fail one death save from taking that hit. So I need you to make another death save real quick.
Don't roll.
That's a pass.
Oh, if you rolled a 1, how shitty would that be? What is it? Isn't that 2 fails? Or is it just...
That's 2 fails.
Oh, that'd be filthy.
Yeah. Ow, you're hanging on for dear life currently. And Violet jumps up and catches you in the air. Well, I mean, obviously you don't understand any of this because you're unconscious, but Violet, you jump up in the air and catch her before she falls down to the ground. Naran kind of like tosses you up in the air, and you manage to grab her and gently bring her back down to the ground. The force of catching her did do a little bit of damage to her, but as you lay her down on the ground, Ren is just like, oh shit, and she runs up quickly, and... Did she take...
Someone should have bought the $200 potion.
Just tell me if she has anything to heal, because if not, I got this.
After she does that, I'm going to pour one of these drinks.
Yeah, Ren kind of leans down and touches Allie on the forehead, and she seems to be stabilized now. She's not dying.
After tossing Violet in the air, I'm gonna keep my eye on that red dragon.
Yeah, what is the red dragon doing while we're doing all this?
Did I say it again?
What is the red dragon doing while we're doing all of this?
It is not standing around. It grabbed its meal, and it is flying away.
So it took the bird away?
Yes.
Damn it. Okay.
Oh, it's got my javelin. Give that back, you dick.
However, Naran, you have the bird hunter's mark.
Yes, do. However, I gotta check something on it. Oh, there's... what's the range on that it stays hunter's marks? Like 500 feet?
It's a good ways away.
Yeah. We can only have it for up to an hour, maintaining concentration.
Yeah. Anyway,
Okay.
so yeah, the thing flies off with a bird in its talons, and Ren has stabilized Owie currently.
Can you define stabilized as in like all that negative HP goes back to 0 then?
Yes,
Okay.
she's not dying.
So does Ren have any capability of healing beyond this?
She could, but Brad's going to pour alcohol down Owie's throat.
Oh boy.
So Owie rolls 7d4
And a con save.
and a con save. Yeah.
Awoken drunk. That'd be amazing. 7d4? What a beastie heal.
I told you I've got to nerf that thing. That is way too much.
Yo, you know nerf.
Considering your healer doesn't have healing word. Alright, so Owie, you recover 17d4. And you pass your con save, yeah. So,
And I'm not drunk. Woo!
but you smell a little crispy.
Does she have
It's
both
okay.
her arms?
I'll sleep it off.
She
It'll
has
come back
both
to
her
me.
arms, but Owie's covered in severe burns currently.
Covered in
Is
what?
she naked?
And
Did
what?
her clothes get singed off?
Not completely, but mostly.
This is
She's
Bruh, you need clothes.
I set up my stand, and get her hooked up in one of my business suits. Hopefully it fits.
It
I
does
mean, I
not.
can.
Damn it.
Can I just fix myself?
Not like this. You can't. Mending would not work on this because your clothes are charred.
Well, I want new clothes then.
Violet has offered you a suit.
I'll take this. Well, I don't know if the suit's gonna fit. Can I stretch it?
Just put them on and rip it, and then use mending to fix it to what you need. Does it work that way?
Heck, yeah. Does that work?
Technically, yeah, I guess you could use mending to do alterations.
We're gonna be twinsies.
Can I still tell if the bird is still moving away from us?
Yes, and the position you would know that it is moving north-northwest
Can we follow that?
very quickly. You can if you want.
Let's follow that.
Was our ride fixed, considering dude got startled?
I need about 5 minutes.
Yeah. Okay, it's off in that direction, moving away very quickly.
How far away is it, do you think?
Right now,
Right now.
it is.
Do we still see it?
You can see a very faint shadow of it off in the distance. It's probably, Neuron, you would know, about 260 feet away currently.
Think. Chase that. Stay invisible. Did you hear me?
Wait,
Go.
no. Sorry.
Binks, go chase it.
I can't keep up with that thing.
Just go toward it. It'll land eventually.
Okay. I don't know how I'm supposed to track it.
It's a giant fucking dragon.
I'll have. Oh wait, I can't tell if he's talking to Binks or not.
No, I'm talking to Binks out loud right now.
Oh, I'll vector. I'll tell Tybalt the vectors so he can relay it to Binks.
Okay.
Where did Binks go?
Okay. And he flies off the same direction as the dragon. Is she okay?
She's alive.
It's just a flesh wound. It'll heal.
It's just a flesh wound.
Owie, your beautiful white hair has been singed short now, unfortunately.
Fucking hell, man! I can't mend that.
No.
I don't think that's how that works.
Mending sucks.
I like the short hair.
But hey, now we're twinsies.
How short?
Pretty short. You definitely got a pixie cut going on now. You took a point blank fire dragon breath to the face.
Yeah, that's a second time that happened to me. The Dragon Master right here.
Here, you can have your hair back if you trade an arm.
No thanks. I will kill myself.
I'm still giving Tybalt vectoring coordinates.
Okay. Binks is trying to follow it as best he can. But it's flying off in the distance now. Eventually, Devlin does say that he has the thing fixed. And after you all have treated Aui's wounds again, who's still smelling a little crispy. All right. Are we ready to go? I mean, we've still got about 3 hours before we actually get there.
Let's
Real
go.
quick, the area on the ground that was turned to glass, can I pick up some of that? Can I investigate some of that to pick up?
Sure, roll sweat. It's not that sturdy, and it's... I don't know. Because this area is not pure sand, it's very rocky. There's not really that much of this glass that was made. You get a couple of small pieces, but it's not even enough to make an arrowhead out of.
So it's pretty much not worth it then.
Not really.
Okay. Alright. Now just see it kind of breaks apart in my hand when I pick it up, and I'm just like,
Yeah,
wishful thinking. Go back and hop in.
Yeah, it was a good idea, but just not very good quality.
Yeah. Still vectoring. So.
Yeah. Binks is relaying back to you, Tybalt. So the thing flew into a hole?
Can I tell if... Oh, wait. Never mind, I didn't hear that.
How big's the hole?
It's bigger than dragon size, if that counts for anything.
He flew into a big hole. I guess we go that way. That must be its lair, or toward its lair.
Can I, if hearing that he flew into a hole, can I tell if the movement of the bird stopped?
Oh yeah, that thing is super fucking dead. And as a matter of fact, at this point, you would probably lose your hunter's mark because it's too far away.
No, is it stopped moving?
Oh, the bird?
Seems that
Like
seems that it flew into the hole. Yeah, because I got the hunter's mark on the bird.
right, but it'd be out of range at this point.
Oh, it'd be out of range? Okay.
Yeah, so you would lose hunter's mark on it.
Okay.
I guess I'm gonna tell Devlin where the hole is.
Oh shit! We're going for the actual dragon?
Yeah, that was the plan.
Okay, all right. So, dragon hole. Awesome.
Dragon hole.
So, let me get more dragon chasing music here for a moment.
Wait, there's dragon chasing music?
I think we should stay away from the dragon.
You would
Devlin,
say that.
best guesstimate, how long will it take us to get to where the dragon hole is?
I don't. Where did your little purple friend say it was?
I tell him where it is.
Great. It's gonna take us a couple hours to get there. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get the caravan all the way up in there, though. That's some hard country.
How far away is the satellite?
Satellite's about 3 hours away. I could actually take us there, but if you guys want to go straight after the dragon, you might have to get out and walk a little bit.
Well, we know with the dragon. You said you got
What time of day is it?
This time of day, it is probably getting into late afternoon.
Yeah, we know where the thing is, right? Like you have it marked.
Yeah, I know where the
No.
caravan is. They surfaced.
No, I'm talking about the dragon hole here. Like we know where that is now exactly.
Well, I guess. I mean, his little winged friend went to chase it.
I think I know what you're saying, Brad. Let's go to if we know where the dragon hole is, the approximate location. Let's go to the satellite, rest up for the night.
Yeah, I mean
That
this
way
one
we're
just
fresh.
basically got shit all over.
I got shit all over.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't think A is in a position to fight. So if we know where the dragon hole is, it's not going anywhere.
So where do you want me to go?
I think we should head to the satellite first.
All right, satellite first it is.
Yep, concur. Satellite first.
Because then, if something was to happen to us, at least they would know that we are out there.
All right. So as you all load back up in the caravan, Allie tenderly jumps into her seat again. You all strap back in, I guess.
Yes. I do.
Yep.
All right, we got everybody. Not leaving anybody behind, right?
You left my hair behind.
I can't help that.
You smell terrible.
Sorry, that's a new text message. People texting me at 10 o'clock. Can't believe this. Anyway. So, as you all load back up in the caravan, he starts moving some of the cranks and levers, and as things starts lurching forward, you kind of feel it shaking a little bit more than usual, but eventually it starts picking up speed again. And eventually, we'll say after 2 or 3 hours, you all manage to get a short rest in if you want to take it.
Is that a full rest for me though?
No, that's a short rest.
What's a short rest? 4 hours?
It's 1 to 4 hours for a short rest. For you, it would be you would have to trance out for 4 hours, and this is a 3-hour journey.
Damn it!
So
I'm trying here.
you,
So how much help? How much is that though? I
you,
don't know.
you can roll however many hit die you want.
So 3? Wait.
Roll
Oh.
3d10 plus your con.
Do I subtract that from my total, right?
No, you add it.
No. My hit die.
Yeah, you subtract the 3 hit die from your total.
Yeah, your hit dice will reset after a long rest.
So 3d10.
Yes. And they don't completely reset after a long rest. You have to roll for them.
Oh.
So what's your con modifier?
Where is my con?
The left.
2.
So you gain 23 HP. as you kind of sit there and rest and meditate, Howie, while this thing's moving forward. And as it lurches along, you see the rocky landscape start to rise up higher and higher. You're not quite in the mountains yet, but still these large rocks all around you all. And eventually, as you crest over what seems to be a small rise, down in a smaller basin below, you do see this giant brass dome. Not nearly as big as home itself, but it definitely looks like it could fit in one of those large bays that you all saw the trade districts around. I want to say the thing is probably a good mile across. And eventually Devlin's caravan just starts clinking up to the front, and as you get closer and closer, you start seeing these little lights shining all over it, especially as the sun starts going down behind you all. You think there's figures that are walking around outside, but for the most part, it just looks like a smaller version of home. So. And there is definitely a large number 1 that seems to be painted on the outside.
So no one can go number 2 here?
You would not believe how many people have made that joke. Alright, here we are. Sector 1. Welcome? I mean, I don't know. This thing's primarily a mining operation, but the administrator here likes to do a little treasure hunting on the side sometimes.
Well, I guess we need to talk to him and tell him we're here and what we're doing here.
Alrighty. Let's just get you guys inside first.
As the thing starts clanking up to the front, there is a circular bay that opens up in the front of this thing, and the caravan can actually go inside of this one. And as it kind of clink, 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 and clatters into the inside of the actual satellite itself, there is a large crack as the door closes behind you all. And as the canopy opens up, what you see on the inside is basically what you saw in home. There's this metalwork that's all over the place. There's these buildings that seem to be built into the walls. It definitely feels like a small town inside of these things. And that's what they are, basically. They are towns. Mobile towns that are able to go out and procure resources for home. There are gnomes around the loading dock where you are currently that seem to be moving crates and things. You do see large crates of what seems to be some kind of iron ore. Some crates full of coal. All of these gnomes, when they see all of you inside of the caravan, just kind of staring at you, even more so than what they were at home. Very questioning looks being thrown your way.
I'm gonna catch all those question marks, throw them back at him. I don't think they're happy to see us, Devil.
I mean, these guys don't see civilization as much as the others, so
Yeah, you guys are super fucking weird to be here.
Well, we're here for hopefully a short time.
Yeah, I hope so. Still weirded out by the whole dragon thing.
Tell me about it.
So, what would you like to do?
Well, I think we need to talk to this Dursley fellow first.
Okay. Let me go see if we can find him. I think the administrator's office is back down that way. He kind of points down an alley.
Yeah, we're gonna follow you since we're guests here.
All right. As he kind of hitches up his caravan, you see him all kind of talking to another gnome, and the guy kind of leans over as he's looking at you, and Devlin points back towards you guys, and then he just kind of like cuts his eyes toward you all, and then nods and looks back over at him, and Devlin seems to hand him something, and then he waves to all of you. All right, let's go.
I'm going.
What
Let's
was
go.
that he handed you?
Don't worry about it.
Is that fairy dust?
What? No. Oh, you got any?
I'm asking you.
I have some.
Dude, you gotta hook me up with that shit later. So, anyway.
Now is not the time for this.
Yeah, as he leads you all down through these streets. Again, much smaller version of home. The homes here seem much more quaint, smaller, even for gnome standards. These are definitely working class people, just out here trying to make a living. You do see a few children that are playing. Parents kind of usher them inside as all of you walk by. The doors do close and the windows get shuttered. God damn it, my accent came out. But eventually Devlin does lead you all to a building at the back of the satellite that looks to be an office of some kind.
Who is like beating the shit out of their dice?
They're metal. I can't help it.
I know, it just sounded like you're slamming them with authority.
They're just heavy. So yeah, he eventually leads you all to this office. It's a very simple looking building. Just basic metal work that seems to be made to the side of the dome itself. Not very fancy. He does have a plant, which is kind of a luxury to these people, so there you go. He's doing well for himself, I suppose.
Oh yeah.
So, would you all like to go inside, or what's...
Right now, I'm just following Brad.
Okay.
I'm gonna go inside.
I'm gonna go in too. Yeah.
As you all walk in, again, very simple lodgings. There is a kind of like an entryway. But you also apparently seem to be standing in this man's kitchen. since nobody really
Cooking anything?
What's cooking?
No one knocked.
thought. Exactly.
Man, I should have said something. Actually, I'm just gonna stay outside and be polite.
Yeah,
Knock.
Devlin's just like, okay, guess we're just going in.
I thought Devlin went in.
No.
I'm following Devlin. Damn it. We're all following Devlin. Or we were.
Well, I asked what you wanted to do when you said to go in, so...
I thought Devlin went in, though.
No, he was just standing there. He showed you the place.
But now there's only certain people in the building.
So now Tibble and Brad are standing in this man's kitchen.
Yeah, okay.
Hey, Devlin, how well do you think this is gonna end?
Probably not well.
Good afternoon.
What? Huh? Who the hell's in my house?
My apologies, Devlin, what's his nuts, sent us in here.
Devlin? Fortlock?
Yeah.
What's he doing here?
Yeah, he brought us here. We're here to,
Who the fuck are you?
we're here to help you with your dragon problem.
Oh, that. Okay. First, what the fuck are you doing in my house?
Well, for that, I'm sorry. We was told, to come in here by Devlin, so we did.
Alright. Well, okay. At least you're here for the dragon, or else I would have probably shot you. It's quite late. Isn't it a bit late to be hunting dragons?
Well, no, we came here first before we wanted to go out.
Alright. Just three of you then?
There's 6 question mark? 1, 2. Tibble, how many of us are there?
6, I think.
Yeah, there's 6.
Yeah, there's 6 of us.
3 of us here, 3 outside, and then of course Devlin
I guess Devlin
is our
makes
personal guide for the time being.
Alright. Well. So, how much of the situation did they inform you of?
Well, they just said that there was a dragon problem, really.
Aye,
And they told us exactly where you was located. So we just decided to come find this place first.
So I guess let me start from the beginning. We got a word on a vein of mithril that was supposed to be running through this area. So we decided to surface and come a little farther north than we thought we should. We ended up having a couple of problems with a few elementals. No wyverns, oddly enough. Couldn't figure that out for the longest time. But when we got settled here, some of our excavators actually found dwarven ruins. It's the weirdest damn thing this far north.
Oh yeah, the DPL lady told us that, and that there was some treasure in there.
We don't know what clan it was, but they've been long dead for centuries, buried deep under the ground here. As you know, these dwarven ruins can have some very interesting things in them. Took us quite a bit of time to even try and get into the place, but once we got down there, we got quite a bit of a surprise.
Was it a dragon surprise or another surprise?
Yeah, it was a dragon surprise.
Did you guys try to talk to it?
We tried. So she cooked about 12 of our best men.
And
Did
me.
the dragon say anything at all?
Well, none of us really speak Draconic.
That's fair enough.
So other than just fire breath, we couldn't really understand it. Now we put in a request to the DPL to slay it, but if y'all can come up with an alternative, I mean, we're open to any ideas. We just need to get down there and see if we can try and find some of those shinies that she's sitting on.
Yep. Well, I think we'll try and figure that out tomorrow.
All right.
We're kind of tired, and one of our party members kind of had a long day.
She also didn't speak Draconic.
That is correct.
And why would that matter?
You got barbecued by the dragon.
Oh, so you've met it.
Technically, even though it was hunting a big bird, we met one of the big birds. What can you tell us about those things, if you know anything?
Not a fucking thing. I've never seen a big bird around here.
Okay, that's... Well, we'll just forget I ever mentioned big birds.
It's in that one. Sorry.
On that note, I'm going to bed. I'll catch you guys next week.
Bye.
Bye.
Well,
No more barbecuing tonight.
don't worry, we're almost done.
Later.
Well, I suppose our survey team could take you out in the morning. Show you where we've seen this thing last.
We have We just wanted to inform you that we were here and what we were doing.
All right. We appreciate it. You're with the DPL?
We are, and also Clock
Flash
King
on
is
the
mad
egg.
at you.
Oh, fuck me. Of course he is.
He's mad at everybody.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, the communications that has been down. We don't know what happened over at 4, but apparently there's something wrong. We sent a runner out to try and get help with this little issue before we move on, and at least somebody heard us.
So, your communications array is okay. It's just the big one. We know the big one is messed up, but yours is actually okay.
Yeah,
if the other one was
it's working fine, but the main transmitter is out, and there's not really much we can do.
Okay. I'm just making sure.
Alright, well,
Is there a place we can like stay for the evening?
there is a local tavern in town if you want to try there.
Yeah, we'll check it out.
Let's see. Oh fuck, what was the name of that place? The Dirty Miner, I think, is what they're calling it now. It changes hands from time to time. I think that's who's owning it now.
The dirty miner. Can we get that last word in a spelling?
E-or?
Okay.
It sounds like Uma's type of tavern, that's all I'm saying.
Okay, well, we're probably gonna be up early in the morning.
Alright, well, see you in the morning. Thanks for
Oh,
helping us. Don't come in my house unannounced again.
well,
Is
you
there a
can
place
blame-
where we can stay the night at?
Just try the tavern.
The Dirty Miner.
Yeah, we'll knock next time.
All right. Y'all have a good evening.
See you later.
I'm going back to sleep. She kind of walks into the other room.
Evelyn,
Yeah.
I'm gonna slap you if you do that again.
What? You just walked in.
Yeah, you said we're here.
Yeah, I didn't say walk in.
Yeah, but you didn't say it was his house.
Hey, guess what? It's his house.
No shit.
Where the fuck is this dirty miner? Take us to it.
No.
I would hope that never passes.
He takes you down to the middle of town. Again, these towns are laid out in this very spherical pattern. There seem to be these very narrow, like, alleyways. The streets aren't large at all. That seem to kind of move from district to district. You notice that as you're walking through, Devlin does kind of point out some key differences between these places and home itself. You saw the houses on the outer edge, but where the actual miners sleep, they seem to have these small, like, hatches that are just very simple living quarters. They stay here from time to time. The actual inn itself, though, is a building. And as you walk up on it, the sign itself says The Dirty Miner, and it looks like there is a pile of coal with eyeballs on it and a pickaxe sticking out of it. And it seems very warm and friendly on the inside. You hear several gnomes that seem to be kind of laughing, and you hear glasses clinking and music being played.
Record screeching when we walk in kind of thing, or no?
Nobody's walked in yet.
It's making me feel like I don't need to be walking in there.
I'm gonna walk in again. I don't care.
The record screeches as you walk in.
Ah!
Howdy.
Tybalt, as soon as you step inside and say that, all eyes in the room are on you currently. Like, there's some gnomes at a table playing cards. There was a guy with leaning up against the wall with a cigarette hanging out of his mouth. One gnome was hitting on these two gnome ladies as they were hanging around the bar. Like, and they all just stopped what they were doing and are just staring at you as you came inside.
What's it look like in there, Tibble?
Awkward. It's awkward.
Why?
I'm just gonna walk to the bar.
Okay.
Think you're awkward, they're gonna love me.
I want to go in.
Okay, Ren walks in too. As you walk up to the bar, the bartender behind the counter is, hi! What can I help you with?
Fucking Mickey Mouse behind the bar?
Can I get some ale?
Sure. I guess. What?
Please.
What do you want? Just...
I'll take whatever he's drinking, and I point to the guy next to me at the bar.
All right, one ale of donkey piss.
What?
That'll be 2 silver.
I give him 2 silver, and I start drinking the donkey piss.
Does it taste good?
No. And it's not actually donkey piss, but that's what they're calling it apparently. But it's not the best ale you've ever had. It tastes like shit.
That was disgusting.
I mean, what do you expect? Question mark. It's gnomes that live in a. You know, they live here. I don't
What's that
think-
supposed to mean?
I don't think they go outside.
Wait, what do you mean by that?
This was being whispered.
I let that out.
You should tell them some of your stuff.
I don't really have anything. Ma'am. Ma'am.
Who are you calling ma'am?
I believe that's a sir.
Do you have a name then?
Gerald?
Gerald? Do you have any rooms available or know where we can get a room to stay for the evening?
I mean, I've got some rooms, but I don't know if you can fit in them.
It's just a jab at passive racism.
That's fair. Do you know of anywhere where there might be a place big enough for some of us?
Nope. Look, Gerald, cut the shit. Give them rooms. But, all right, fine. How many do you need?
75.
Rooms?
No, I'm just kidding. We need 7.
All right. Let me see how many I have available. Huh. Okay, yeah, I got 10 openings, actually.
How big is this place to have 10 openings?
It's a fairly large inn. I mean, this is the only establishment in town, so
Okay.
Were there cancellations?
they also don't get many visitors. So
It shouldn't be a prick. Big some money.
you've missed some stuff.
Yeah, way to be late, dickhead.
Sorry, some of us still have to go to work.
Oh, that's right. Work was one of the things not canceled.
Not yet, anyway.
They're already talking about making us remote work, so
I wish they would let me, but they won't because of security reasons.
can I get a drink?
Sure, donkey piss?
I don't drink anything with a name like that.
Well, that's all we got.
Seriously?
Mm-hmm.
Never mind.
So, 7 rooms, one night?
One night from now, we might need another night.
Alright, it's 500 gold for the lot of you.
You have to be fucking kidding me. We're here to take care of your stupid dragon problem, and you're gonna charge us 500 gold for some room?
Have you ever been to a place called Artel?
Well, demand suddenly skyrocketed, so...
I don't think that's nice.
Well, I guess that in turn is you go fight the dragon. Back to Devlin's.
Yeah, I'm feeling letting
Here.
this dragon problem remain unsolved.
Do you have kids?
No?
You have kids? What a targeted question. I love it.
This is the old Tibble coming out.
Evelyn,
I don't know. Fucking Hissy Bear is about to come out in a second.
Evelyn,
Shame if this place burned down.
What, huh?
is there a way where we don't have to pay 500 gold?
Yeah.
To help them.
Yeah, I'm gonna kick this guy's ass if he doesn't give us the right fucking rooms. 17 on Intimidation. Devil wins.
Guidance.
Guidance, there's about to be assistance.
Sorry, okay, look, fine. It's Devlin actually pulls his, like, really fancy blaster pistol out and points it in the guy's face. Okay, look.
Is Devlin Han Solo?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
Basically.
Are we in Moss Eisley? Where are we? Greedo over there in the corner?
Where's Chewie?
It's right there.
Whoa, what you trying to say here?
If it quacks like a duck.
Roars like a bear, it's probably Wookiee. So yeah, the guy looks like extremely flustered by that. Alright, fine. 30 gold for all of you, sorry. Just don't cause any problems.
How nice are these rooms?
Probably not very, but they really don't get many customers as he holsters his pistol again.
Yeah, it's better than what it was.
Can I, like, just serve drinks to cover my cost?
No offense, lady, but I don't think you're going to be able to cover the cost.
But you got out on that one.
Said it was how much?
It's 30 gold for all of you for the night.
Yeah, I just pay the 30.
Okay. Yeah, Brad, you toss the gold up on the table. Pleasure doing business with you. Just keep it down.
You keep it down. You're the one that's got, like, the high-pitched voice.
Look, man, I
Gerald.
can't help it that I'm the way I am. Just don't mess the rooms up and no hanky-panky.
What?
No guarantees.
Oh, Killer Ace Gears, help me.
I'm gonna tell Kelleray all about this experience for sure.
Goes back to cleaning his glass. And yeah, all the eyes in the room are still just locked on all of you as he hands over the room keys.
Rin is gonna turn to everyone and wave and smile. All charming like.
You hear a guy spit into a spittoon.
So, what song was playing that was screeching when we walked in?
It was just like piano music.
Screeching piano music.
I have a hard time believing anyone with testosterone would turn Rin down.
Well, Gerald didn't have any.
They're all eunuchs. I figured it out. That's why they're so crazy. They're all eunuchs.
I mean, beauty's in the eye of the beholder argument.
Just saying, look culturally at the way all this stuff works, even racist people tend to like to bang beautiful women.
Well, I mean, it takes a beautiful woman to be in that situation.
Rin is beautiful.
Maybe they're just not that into her.
It's a gay bar. We walked into a gay tavern.
That's totally it.
They are a bunch of minors.
Sector 1 is the gay sector?
Apparently.
Gay sector with a dragon problem.
Brad just needs to be the one to put on his show.
The dragon's breath aren't the only things flaming around here.
Oh, you missed that experience already.
I heard.
Alright, so we'll say that you all get set up with your rooms for the evening, and each of you get your own individual room. Is there anything you'd like to do for the night?
Yes, I'm going to brew stuff.
Okay.
I would like to search my room for what's worth the fucking money.
There's nothing in there. It's like... I mean, these things are made for gnomes to begin with. You can fit in there, not comfortably. It's like... It's probably like a 5x7 room. With maybe 6 feet of clearance in the ceiling.
I'd like to search harder. There's gotta be something.
There is a small single bed and a nightstand.
What's the nightstand made of?
An old, like, steel spool.
God damn.
So yeah, so everyone gets their own rooms for the evening, and obviously within this place with the dome overhead, it's kind of hard to tell how late at night it is currently, but you all manage to get somewhat of an easy rest and prepare your minds, your bodies, and your gear for the encounter with apparently a very pissed off and now well-fed red dragon in the morning. And that is where we will end for tonight.
Well, hey, if there's ever a time to negotiate is when it's not hungry.
Exactly.